Welcome to this week's episode of Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. Good news regarding international travel. According to the International Air Transport Association, global demand for air travel is steadily rising, particularly international travel in Asia. European airlines also performed strongly. According to risk management company International SOS, the biggest risk factors for business travel in 2026 include geopolitical tensions, trade disruptions, and cybercrime. Geopolitical tensions were the most significant factor, with, quote, the continuing war in Ukraine, the Israel-Gaza conflict, civil war in Sudan, and unrest in Cambodia and Thailand all contributed to regional instability, end quote. Another significant factor is what is termed in the industry as hush trips, where remote workers undertake undisclosed business travel. This is a legal grey area, and calls for help by workers undertaking hush trips has not yet been tested in the courts. Would you like an AI-powered travel assistant? Otto, the agent, is now available for your service. After 9 months of closed beta testing, Otto, the agent, is now publicly available. It integrates with Spotnana and Booking.com and books and manages travel as it, quote, gets to know you as a traveller, remembering things such as seat preference. If there are schedule changes or disruptions, Otto rebooks your flights. Let's see how well this rolls out. Chaos in airports. Firstly, chaos in India, with operational vulnerabilities, crew shortages, and weather-linked complications all coming together to cause travel chaos in December. Airports that are the most affected are Delhi IGI Airport, Bengaluru International Airport, and Mumbai International Airport. Second, Delta Airlines had an outage at Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport at the McNamara terminal, delaying flights for half a day last week. Flights have since been restored. There's been some controversy around Australian Communications Minister Anika Wells and a very expensive trip to New York City. The reason her travel was so expensive was that originally she was flying with the Australian Prime Minister on his jet, but because there was a significant issue with emergency calls, 000, 000, which is Australian for 911, not being transmitted and people dying as a result, she was at home to deal with that matter. Then at the last minute, it was decided she would fly to New York for a significant meeting. And as we all know, last-minute flights are very expensive, particularly in the month of December. So I think there might be some justification for this expensive flight. New routes are opening up in Australia. Qatar Airlines now has a link between Canberra and Doha with a short stop in Melbourne. China Airlines is opening up a link between Phoenix and Taipei, with connections to other cities in the US Southwest. China Airlines is opening up a link between Phoenix and Taipei, with connections to other cities in the US Southwest. China Airlines is opening up a link between Phoenix and Taipei, but the mother of them all is China Eastern Airlines flight from Shanghai to Buenos Aires. The return flight from Buenos Aires to Shanghai, with the refueling stop in Auckland, takes a mammoth 29 hours. Now let's look at some US airport. Who is getting candy and who is getting coal? Corporate travelers have surveyed the best airports for dining in the US. The airport that won overall US airport for business travel and for dining is Heartland-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Congratulations, you get the candy. Now, for the worst airport. iSelect ranked 50 major airports across the globe, and the most stressful, the worst airport they surveyed was, drumroll please, Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey, just out of New York City. And now over to some research. Research out of China was conducted looking at social jet lag and obesity. The study was carried out in Yangzhou City, Jiangsu Province, China, with 3,213 students in grades 1 through 5, measuring body mass index, or BMI. The researchers found that, quote, the monthly maximum weekend bedtime, defined as the latest time a child went to bed on any weekend night in that month, was identified as a contributing factor to overweight and obesity. And finally, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Qantas Link is now Santa's Link. Two planes have had a Christmas makeover, with a Dash 8 renamed Dasher 8 and a 737 Rudolph, as in flying kangaroo. If you have any questions or want to know more about what I do, check out my website at www.jetlagguy.com.au and like and subscribe to this channel. There's another book on the way, and you'll be the first to know when it's released. And that's this week's Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. Thank you for watching.